Hey folks, welcome back out to the chicken run. Today we're doing another backyard hen breed review, and we're focusing on the Sapphire Gem, which is a really cool breed, a little bit rare but gaining in popularity, and I think a very good option for your backyard flock depending on what you're raising chickens for. So we'll get into this review, cover history, appearance, egg and meat production, temperament, hardiness, noisiness, and just our personal experience with it. So stick around. Alright, as I said in the intro, we're looking at the Sapphire Gem today, specifically hens and how they might or might not fit in your backyard flock. And I want to start with a little brief kind of history overview of the breed. It's a hybrid breed, it's not a heritage breed, that was developed in the Czech Republic, specifically with backyard chicken owners in mind, just because of their personality and their egg-laying capabilities and things like that. It's a hybrid between a blue Plymouth Rock and a barred Plymouth Rock, and that's what gives it its unique appearance and some of its features that we'll get into next. If you read up on this breed, you're going to find descriptions saying that they have a blue hue to them, sometimes a lavender hue to them. And I can see that for sure. If I was going to describe it, I kind of describe it as gray. Ours, when the sun hits it just right, she's got a little maybe hint of green in those feathers too, but I'd say kind of a bluish gray is a good description of the plumage. It's a very full plumage. If you have a rooster, they could have some of that barred feathering as well, but the hens tend to be solid color and a little bit lighter color than the roosters. As I mentioned before, a key characteristic of this breed is their egg laying abilities. They lay 250 to 300 eggs a year, so it's quite a good production, which is why it's great for a backyard flock in that regard. The eggs themselves are going to be a large size brown egg, so if that's what you're looking for, also a great breed. And also they lay fairly early, within about 5 months. Of all the breeds we've had, our Sapphire Gem has laid the earliest by a good 2 to 3 weeks. So in that regard, if you're starting your flock or getting new chicks maybe a little bit later in spring, it might be a good option to go with and get some of those eggs before winter arrives. If you're looking for a bird for meat production, there's probably, in fact there is better breeds for that. The Sapphire Gem can serve as a dual purpose bird, but it's really just such a great egg layer that a lot of people aren't going to use them for meat, and there's other birds that are better for meat production that will grow faster and be ready younger. But if in your backyard flock you're kind of looking for a good egg layer that you might want to process for meat later, they can certainly do that. As far as size, with a hen you can expect a 5 to 6 pound bird, pretty average range. The roosters are going to be a little heavier, maybe 6 to 7 or 8 pounds, but 5 to 6 pounds is a reasonable expectation. Another characteristic of this hen is the broodiness. They are not typically broody at all. That has been kind of bred out of them on purpose. Now, of course, every breed, there's the possibility of broodiness, and you might get a broody hen, but for the most part, they're not a broody breed. They're not going to sit on the eggs. They're going to lay the eggs and then go about their business. So if you're looking to raise chicks, you may want to have another breed that's going to actually hatch those eggs. When it comes to the temperament of a Sapphire Gem, it's a real positive key feature of them. A great temperament. They're pretty docile and calm. They're great for beginners or people that have families with children. They do well with humans, they do well with other chickens, regardless of the breed, as long as you don't have a chicken looking to pick on them. They're very docile, easy to handle, and fairly quiet, which we'll get into here in a minute too, but just an overall real good temperament, real calm and easy to keep. They're also really great foragers, so if you're free-ranging your chickens, they're really good foragers, but they also handle being cooped up. Another key characteristic that makes this great for backyard flocks is the noisiness. This breed is not really known for being noisy at all. In fact, we rarely hear ours. She might announce an egg here and there, as pretty much every breed of chicken will do, but that's about it. One unique feature about this chicken, though, at least ours, is that she makes this kind of like cross between a honk and a quack every now and then, maybe a couple times a day, and I'd love to get it on camera, but it's almost impossible because it's just so infrequent. And I don't know why she does it, and I don't know if it's a breed thing. I've tried to look it up. I haven't had anybody else mention it, so maybe it's just unique to our Sapphire Gem. But she kind of does this like honking quack thing, and she's done it since she's ever made noise. It's not really like a sneeze or a cough, it's just a honk. So it's kind of unique. So I don't know. If you have one that does that or doesn't do it, let me know in the comments, because I'm kind of curious if that's something other people are experiencing or if we just have kind of a unique hen in that way. Another great feature of the Sapphire Gem is the hardiness of the bird. That's important to us in northern Colorado where we live. A couple weeks ago it was negative 15 degrees Fahrenheit. In the summer it routinely gets into triple digits. We need something that can handle a wide range of temperatures and snow and sunshine, and the Sapphire Gem does really well at that. They have a nice thick plumage. She handles the winters great. We don't need to provide her heat or anything. She just does fine in those really cold middle of winter days, and in the summer when it's triple digits she's done fine as well. Of course you have to provide any hen with shade and water and the basic necessities like that, but if you do, they will be fine. So if you live in a place like me where the weather and climate is all over the map, or if you live somewhere where it is cold or is hot all the time, these chickens are hardy and they do really well in a variety of weather and climate. I hope this review has helped answer any questions or just give some information on this breed and help you maybe make the decision if it's right for you to add to your flock. I think in most cases it is. It just depends on your situation, but for the average person, it's a fantastic breed, one that we'll definitely look into getting more of in the future, and I just can't recommend it enough. They're a beautiful bird, great egg layers, great temperament, just all around really good bird. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.